Oh, Oscars. So American Sniper stars Bradley Cooper and is directed by Clint Eastwood, and it's about this Navy SEAL who is credited for almost 160 kills. Am I correct? If I'm not, then I'm gonna sound like a total idiot, doesn't know what he's talking about. But anyways, so he's the best sniper, and so this is basically the story about what he does and his downfall and some of the things that happen in his life. So going into this movie, I was really scared, honestly, because a lot of people that I know that I respect their opinions were giving a lot of mixed reviews about this movie, and some people love it, some people hate it, and I was going through this, I was like, I need an open mind, because no matter what, all film is subjective, and what I got out of this movie, it is way too overrated. So let's start with the positives first. I mean, like, Clint Eastwood's direction is great. I really like Clint Eastwood as a director. Some of his films were kind of boring, like Heartbreak Ridge and what was the other movie? Absolute Power. Has nothing to do with E.T., but those two films are kind of boring. But other movies like Gran Torino, great. And this is, like, for me, one of the ones that gets kind of in the middle of the really boring ones and the really good ones too. Bradley Cooper plays Chris Kyle, and he really delivered a solid performance for the first half of the movie, and then the second half of the movie is like, I get it, Navy SEALs are sometimes really, well, most of the time, are really affected by what they've seen in war, and all these things terrible things that happen, which cause them to be kind of conserved and kind of, in their box. But in the second half of this film, I kind of did, his performance was kind of lowering down for me, and yep. Okay. Was Oliver's response for the last half of the movie. But under all the positives of this movie, there was also a lot of bad. Say for instance, there's this one action sequence where they're in the dust and it's kind of hard to see. I guess that was just me because I watched this in a really big format and you really couldn't see anything, and it was just a bunch of gray dust going everywhere. There's also some pretty cringe-worthy moments in the film too. Like there's this one scene where Bradley Cooper has this baby, and it just looks like a baby doll. It looked completely fake. Oh my god, I was just like cringing in my seat. There's also this other scene with Chris Kyle or Bradley Cooper, whatever. I don't know. I'm really bad with names, so work with me. So Chris Kyle is in this gas station or DMV. He's getting his car picked up, I think, and he gets it's just so cringeworthy, I can't even talk about it. So he gets confronted by this guy who he said that he saved in the war, which I believe. Yeah, he saved in the war. And yeah, he just thanks him, and it's just really cringeworthy. And it doesn't work for the film. And it just like ultimately lowers the movie a lot. And it really didn't not help sell the believability of sometimes. Even though I know this is a real story, it just could have been a lot betterly executed.
But Aaron, where's your patriotism?
Patriotism, to me, in my opinion, does not automatically make the film good. Sure, it's tragic what happened to him, and he was just like killed off by this really, like, why? Like, it's a horrible way how he went out, but like, the execution, I'm not basing this around the person, I'm basing this around as a movie. So if anybody gets offended for the things that I say, I'm completely not sorry, because this is for the movie and this is not for Chris Kyle's sake. I mean, I'm sure he's a pretty good guy, but this movie is not that great. So overall, I really do think that it's you either like it or you either don't, and I'm kind of in the middle. Some days I hate it, and some days I really do like it. But I let this sit around for a week just to form my opinions about it, and it's pretty mixed opinions. So if you guys have seen American Sniper, definitely let me know what you guys definitely let me know what you guys think about the film, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long. And yeah, bye.
Slugs and guts.